Hello everyone, welcome back, and this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Aries for the week of August 31st. And at this time I'd like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, as well as all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched and hitting the hype button. Thank you. And of course, all the lovely comments. It is so nice to read them, and I truly appreciate them, and I thank you for doing that for me. Okay. And the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Well, you're kind of not quite sure where to go from here. Trying to save for that rainy day. You've earned some money. Now you're trying to make sure that it continues. Delays. There's been a few delays and you're waiting. There's success on the horizon and you're just patiently waiting for all the hard work that you've done to not only get recognized, but to be paid for it. So good for you. But like I said, there's delays are, over very soon for you so that you can step into your next accomplishment. Nine of Cups, look at that. Wish fulfillment, dreams come true. That's beautiful. You manifested this, you've wanted it, and you've put in the work for this. This wasn't handed to you. This is the fruits of your own labor. There's abundance here, material gains, good health, and something that you had desired, you're finally accomplishing. And it's not only going to be a celebration for you, but a realization of how far you've come and what's on the horizon. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you were feeling stuck about something for a while. And you were trying to figure it out. So you did your homework, you looked into something, you really found some answers so that you can move more freely and clearly. A lot of you have had a recent heart-to-heart talk with somebody. Just trying to clear the air, making sure that everybody's on the same page, And it's important to you to have that feeling. So it's not something that you do lightly, but you're doing it. If there's been some problems that have arisen recently for a few of you to deal with people, and that can be in your jobs, your home, your family, your friends, you are now mustering up the courage and the words to find a solution to the problems going forward. So you're starting something fresh and new. You're excited about it, but you want everything else to be totally clear before you make the next step. And the Two of Wands. All right. Yeah, definitely waiting on some results. You found something that you wanted to do or someplace to go, because this could be travel plans as well. And you were just waiting to make a choice, trying to figure out which would be the best path for you. And you're realizing that delays are almost over. But right now, you're just, cooling your britches a little bit here, waiting a little bit more patiently, because it's not quite the result that you are expecting. And you're realizing you're going to have to make that choice for yourself. And the King of Pentacles. Definitely watching your finances. You've made some investments for your future, for yourself. And your finances are growing. It's starting to pay off, which helps you to still want more. Like you have a real desire right now to get as much as you possibly can so that, eventually you will relax, know that you have enough, know that you're secure. But it's hard for you to get that mindset right now because right now you're just determined to go forward. You've made some promises to yourself and you're following through on them, slow and steady. Definitely invest in your finances, making sure that you have enough, that your life will be comfortable, that you can rely on yourself. Yeah, the Star card. Look what you're getting noticed. I like it. There's renewal here, hope, inner clarity, and you are feeling so much more right place, right time. You know, you're believing in yourself again. You're definitely getting the recognition. And you've earned it. You've put in work to achieve this. And finally, you're getting that things are starting to come more balanced in your life. Feels like it's coming much more easily to you, that you're not struggling to achieve your dreams, which is beautiful. And the Justice, yes, taking care of business. Taking care of your finances, making sure that, you know, legal contracts for the benefit of yourself. You're making sure that you are protected. Some of you are going into business and you're making sure that you have the proper paperwork. This could be the settlement of money or papers outstanding. Perhaps you could be buying something like a home, a car, something that you are investing in yourself. And you're realizing that you need to make sure it's all legal and above board. So there's balance here coming in as well. Once you do this, once you figure out how to move this forward, once you sign those papers, it will give you that sigh of relief and release so that you can start fresh. Yeah, the Magician, look at that. You're very much aware that this is the fruits of your own labor, something that you had wanted to do. And it looks like for a while for some of you, you know, you manifested this, you wanted this. This is self-confidence, clarity, willpower, and skill. And you are feeling so much more creative right now in how your finances come in, what your future is going to look like. You have so much optimism for everything in your life and realizing how and what you need to do to achieve it. And you're going through with it. Some of you are looking to taking a trip as well. So you're really looking into that. And the Queen of Pentacles. Yes. Watching your finances. Your bank accounts are growing. You're finding out what you need for real money. It's pretty simple. You know, and that's how you're going about your business life. If you're starting a business, you're making sure that it's going to pay you X number of dollars, you know, on schedule, no matter what. So if you're making an investment, it's going to be a good one for yourself. This may be you starting your own or going into business with somebody else. But no matter what it is, you're making sure that it is going to, if you're putting out a penny, you're getting two back. You know, you're bargaining, hunting, you're making sure that your finances are staying in your pocket as you go forward with this. Ace of Pentacles, look at that. Looks like there's definitely financial money here. Tangible goods, material gains. You're definitely starting to take care of your health. You're realizing that, you know, like the rest of the world, perhaps you haven't been eating the best or sleeping enough, and you're starting to realize that you need to do that a little bit more for yourself. Your finances are definitely coming into order, which you're really enjoying that. Maybe you've applied for a dream job for some of us, and it's going to pay you much more than what even you had anticipated. But this is something that you have waited for. This could be a windfall of some sort. Maybe you bought a lottery ticket or something like that recently, and it gives you that extra money to help you accomplish a dream of yourself for your future. Yeah, the Chariot. Look at that. Definitely making trips. Something that you wanted to do or go and see. And it doesn't have to be across the world. This can be like within your own hometown. There's movement, progress, taking action, willpower, and control. You have a destination in mind, and this is your departure. You're taking off, going forward, understanding what it is that you have to do to achieve this, and you're not slowing down. This is just your momentum right now, and it's just continuing to pick up speed. And the Strength card. And yes, it does take strength to have that much determination of self-love. You know, and you're in control of this. This is self-respect for yourself. You have courage, determination. And when you have that much clarity for your future, it helps you to just ease a little bit, and enjoy the moments and the atmosphere around yourself. So you found your inner strength. And the Moon card, yes, picking a new path for yourself. Realizing that you can do this on your own. If there's been some unforeseen problems, you're fixing them. You're not waiting. But there is a new path before you that you are now ready, willing, and able to step into. You're definitely changing the way you approach things in your life. You're trusting more in yourself. You're taking care of your health. That seems to be really up there for you, which is good, because you want to, enjoy your future. And you know what it takes to achieve it, and now willing to do it. You may be going on this path on your own, but you're still moving forward. And the Page of Cups. Good news coming in. This can be in the way of romance for some of you, so get ready. This, maybe you've went out for coffee with somebody, or just sat beside somebody somewhere on a bus or something like that, and it sparked a conversation. But it looks like it may turn into a little bit more, or maybe this is a friend that you've had for quite some while, and they're finally mustering up enough courage to let you know that, I really think we could get together, sort of thing. Maybe they're inviting you out for dinner. There could be a new child in the family, and it doesn't always necessarily have to be a human. It could be a fur baby, coming into your life. Something that you can cuddle and love, and it makes you feel good. So that's beautiful. Like, you are really getting better friendships. You're trusting in yourself. You're, making wise decisions going forward. Three of Wands. Yes, you're looking to travel. Waiting for results. There's teamwork here, communications, and expansion. So you're developing something that is really going to continue to grow. And your finances are increasing. Looks like for some of you, you're thinking of taking a trip overseas. So you're looking into it. You want it to be everything you thought it was going to be. All the sightseeings, the meals, whatever it is. You're not waiting to take somebody with you. You're just making plans. Maybe you're thinking of working overseas, from where you are, because, the internet is a big, wide thing, and you can live anywhere in the world now and work for a company, that sort of thing. So you're just waiting for your ships to come in to see what's the possibility, what's coming at you. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, juggling away. You got two choices, and you've been multitasking for a while, really weighing the options, trying to figure out what is the next best move for yourself. And you've managed to keep it all under control, but you're also getting tired of doing that. All this multitasking. There's been too many things happen recently. And you're realizing that it's coming down to two choices for yourself that you need to make. Right now, you're trying to hold off a little bit, but you're also realizing that sometimes too many options make it more difficult instead of helping. And you're understanding that more than most. The Devil. Letting go of things from the past. Realizing something needs to change. Self-restrictions, that sort of thing. Stepping out of the shadows. You've had some attachments to some things for a while, and that can be beliefs or where you live or friendships, whatever. And you're realizing that you need to cut those ties. And it's not an easy task for you, but you're realizing that with your determination and where you want to be, you need to believe more in yourself and step out of this relationships. Now, that can be a relationship as in a partner as well. But you're learning to release that. Let that part of you go. because it's time to move forward. And the only way that it's going to move forward is you need to have more strength and believe in yourself to make that change. Ah, yes. The Eight of Swords. Needing to believe in yourself. Absolutely. Finding this, your more inner strength. You know, these are self-imposed restrictions. You're, you know, believing that perhaps you can't do something, but you know very well you can, or somebody has said something to you in the past, and it's sort of stuck with you, and you're trying to break those chains, move away from that sort of mentality and way of thinking, because you already have. You just need to admit that to yourself. All right. And your oracle card. Oh, how nice. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. Beautiful. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.